courses to send to your students, just click on the tab that says courses and then manage courses. And then on here, you'll see ones that are already in here. And then any ones that you've created and you've saved will also appear. But say you want to take one that Edgenuity has created and you want to edit it to make it more specific to what your students have covered so far. Say I want to do geometry part A. If I want to do the whole thing, I would click on this one. But if I want the first part of geometry, I will click the checkbox and then I will click on customize. And then you can either modify it, or what I like to do is create a new course. And then once it gets loaded, you will create a name. So if you want this to be remediation for whatever you want, if maybe they didn't do well on their first assessment recovery, or you could put the unit in there, however you want to label it, and then click save. And then you can go through here. If you already know they haven't gotten to the cumulative exam, they're not going to know how to do that, then deselect that. Unselect right triangle trig, or we've already passed this, however you want to do it, and then they're just easy to click back on. You can also click on the title of that unit, and then you can see the sections under here as well. This gives you the time for each section, and you can select different ones under here. So say they don't need these, I can unselect them there. And then if you notice here, it gives you the time of the lesson. So every time you unselect something, then the time automatically goes down. Once you've selected what courses you want, you then click on Published Course. After that, you can go back to your courses, Manage Courses again, and then click on one that you've already created. So I know something I've created is in this page. I click on Enter Proofs, and then I click on Edit Course Options. So from here, you can assign how much the tests are worth, how much the quizzes are worth, how much the assignments are worth, what they need to make to pass. And then you can change all these different options for your students. You can do automatic grading. You could do the teacher has to review a certain assignment before the kids continue. You can allow them to freely move about the course. So if they are self-studied, they can do this on their own. They can go through the course and select whatever ones they want to do. So if there's a certain unit that they would like to do first, they can do that. But this is optional as well. And then you can also enable pre-testing. So for recovery, for instance, they've already seen the content before. So they can do a pre-test and pre-test out of that course, and then they don't have to go through all the individual assignments. So they do well in the pre-test, they won't have to do all the other assignments, which makes it a little bit nicer for those students who know the content and they did the work, they just didn't completely make it up to that mark, and they know the content now. And then you can give time limits for quizzes and tests. It's automatic, but you can change what you want. And then you can create start dates and target dates. So when they can start the assignment and when they need to complete it by. And then once you're done with this, just click on Submit all changes, and then you have your course. Once you do this, I always click Recommended. And then when you go back to courses, whichever courses that you are going to assign to students, all you do is select the course and then click Add to Groups. Select whichever classes you want them to go to, or select all, and then click the Add, and it will add to those classes and those students. Once you do click Add, it will give you a list of all the students that are going to get it. And so you can deselect the ones who don't need it and click Submit. And that's how you create courses and assign them to students.